It's Potty Way Potter.
After meeting Ron and Hermione at the common room, the three friends made their way to the Defense Against the Dark Arts lesson. This year, the teacher was the famous Gilderoy Lockhart. Now Harry has to make sure he gets to the lesson. Now time.
Jacinda Sykes.
quite excellent. Well done, Harry. I knew you'd be the first to get to my class. I don't seem to have any signed photos on me at the moment, but have this Defense Against the Dark Arts race car. Hello class, I'm Gilderoy Lockhart, 5 times winner of Which Weekly's Most Charming. Today I'm going to teach you the total body bind spell, Petrificus Total. Watch my expensive wand as it moves and press the symbols it points to. Do this 3 times and you will learn. Are you ready? Splendid! Dear, dear. Perfection! Splendid! That's the easy one. Ready now? Perfection! Dear, dear. Perfection! Splendid! One more to go. Get ready. Perfection! Oh dear. Perfection! Very stylish! Just like me. You've earned a passable grade. Well done. If you come back later... Now, be warned. You may find yourself facing your worst fears in this room. No harm can befall you whilst I'm here. Remain calm. Ready? A freshly caught Cornish pixie! Don't worry, I stunned this one earlier. We are quite safe. Well, I'll ask you 3 just to put this little fellow and any others back into their cages. I'll see you after the lesson.
Looks like Lockhart wants to give us some hands-on experience.
I'll take care of this one. When a pixie sparkle is red, you can use your new spell. Your wand, Petrificus Totalis. You can only levitate him when he's been stunned. Wingardium Leviosa. Steer the pixie over the cage and drop him in. Simple. Now you try with the second one, Harry. Ron and I are going to... Isn't Professor Lockhart wonderful?
Okay, I'll try.
Catch this pixie first, Harry. Remember.
Petrificus Totalis. Petrificus Totalis. Wingardium Leviosa!
Well done, Harry. I'll make sure these don't escape while you go and...
Very good, Potter. You'd better check on young Mr. Weasley upstairs.
Petrificus Totalis! Ah! Wingardium Leviosa! Petrificus Totalis! Wingardium Leviosa! Petrifacus totalus! Ah! Wingardium Leviosa! Petrificus totalus! Wingardium Leviosa! Petrificus totalus! Wingardium Leviosa!
Well done, you've all passed the test. Obviously, I could have defeated these pixies with just a few twirls of my wand. 20 points to Gryffindor for being excellent students.
Isn't he wonderful?
Hello, I wonder if you three could do something for me. This Halloween will be my 500th death day. Tomorrow I'm holding a party down in one of the roomier dungeons. Friends will be coming from all over the country. It will be such an honor if you, Mr. Weasley, and Miss Granger would attend. Perhaps you could mention to Sir Patrick how very impressive and frightening you find me. It may help me to get into the Headless Hunt. I'll see you all tomorrow down in the dungeons. Cheerio.
A Death Day party? There can't be many living people who can say they've been to one of those.
I've never heard of a Death Day party before. Sounds dead depressing to me.
The race for the House Cup continues. Ravenclaw? Hufflepuff? Slytherin. Gryffindor. Gryffindor are in the lead on house points. The race for the House Cup is heating up.
Ah, there you are, Harry. Hermione and Ron are already at my Death Day party. Come on, Harry, you don't want to be late. Yes, I'll see you in the dungeons. Be quick. You don't want to miss the celebrations. Come on, Harry, you don't want to be late. At my party, there's maggoty haggis, fairy green cheese, and a tombstone cake. This way, Harry.
Wasn't that nearly Headless Nick, the Gryffindor? Yes, Colin, it was. It's brilliant here, isn't it?
I have a special Death Day speech prepared. This way, Harry. I really do think that this will be a Death Day to remember. This way, Harry.
It's Potty Wee Potter. He can't get across. Oh, what a baby. He's all at a loss. The dungeon is a nasty place, but you'll fit in with that ugly face. Can't find you. Can't find your pals, Potty? Don't cry. Poor old Potty can't find his way to the...
Blimey, Harry! Where have you been? We've been waiting ages for...
Let's go, Harry.
So glad you could make it, Harry. May I recommend the mouldy bread and the stinking salmon? Watch out for Peeves, Harry. He's in one of his mischievous moods. Feel free to mingle, Harry. Ron and Hermione are around here somewhere.
Happy Death Day, Nick! I think Ron has a present for you. I'll go and tell him to bring it over. Peeves, dive down behind the table, Harry. Use your knockback jinx to get the present back.
glad you can make it, Harry. May I recommend the mouldy bread and the stinking salmon? Watch out for Peeves, Harry. Feel free to...
Happy Death Day, Nick. I think Ron has a present for you. Peeves, stop! Nintendo! Nintendo!
So glad you can make it, Harry. May I recommend the mouldy bread and the stinking salmon? Watch out for Peeves, Harry. He's in one of his mischievous moods. Feel free to mingle, Harry. Ron and Hermione are around here somewhere.
Happy Death Day, Nick. I think Ron has a present for you. I'll go... Peeves dives down...
glad you could make it, Harry. May I recommend the mouldy bread and the stinking salmon? Watch out for Peeves, Harry. Feel...
Happy Death Day, Nick. I think Ron has a present. Peeves! Peeves, give Ron back his present.
The voice was growing fainter, and Harry was sure it was moving away, moving upwards. He began to run, his stomach lurching. Something was shining on the wall ahead. Harry approached slowly, squinting through the darkness. Mrs. Norris, Filch's cat, was hanging by her tail from a torch bracket. She was as stiff as a board, her eyes wide and staring. Foot-high words had been daubed on the wall above the petrified cat. Harry shuddered as he read them.
The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air, beware.
Before Harry could leave, several people appeared in the corridor. When Filch saw Mrs. Norris, he screeched accusingly at Harry.
You've murdered my cat. You've killed her.
And then Draco Malfoy shouted out to everyone gathered.
Enemies of the air, beware. You'll be next, mudbloods.
Professor Dumbledore calmed everyone down and sent them all to bed. Ron reckoned that he had an idea who the heir of Slytherin was, and both he and Harry went to meet Hermione in the library.
I'm sure that Draco Malfoy is the heir of Slytherin.
I think you might be right. And if he is, I know a way we can prove it. Polyjuice Potion.
Polly what?
Polyjuice Potion can transform a person into someone else, even a Slytherin. We could trick Malfoy into admitting he's the heir. To make the Polyjuice Potion, we'll need several ingredients. Lacewing flies, leeches, fluxweed, knotgrass, horn of bicorn, and shredded boomslang.
Okay, I'll get the knotgrass and flaxweed. Harry, you can get the leeches, lacewing flies, and shredded boomslang.
And I'll get the horn of bicorn. You two had better get to potions class. When I found a place to prepare the Polyjuice Potion, I'll send Hedwig.
Silence! Mixing potions is a very precise science. I suggest that Potter, Weasley, and Longbottom listen carefully to my every word. This year, like last year, I won't allow any disobedience. Pay attention, Potter. You are going to remind us how to mix a Wiggenweld potion. If you remember, you must first activate the cauldron. With this done, you must then press the 3 symbols indicated until the cauldron fills. Good enough. Only a fool would expect better of you. Now remember, when the cauldron is full, you can activate it to gain the Wiggenweld potion. Class dismissed.
Hello there. I wonder if you boys could do me a favor.
Of course, Hagrid.
It's nearly Halloween, and my pumpkin patch has been overrun with gnomes. Can you help me to get rid of them?
I'll help Hagrid, but I think Ron has some things he needs to do. I do? Like getting some knot grass and fluxweed? Oh yeah, just make sure that you don't forget the boomslang skin, lacewings and leeches.
Leeches? Ah, nasty creatures. But if you're after some boomslang skin, I've got some in my hut. Need this stuff for homework, do you?
Yes, that's right. Homework! For potions!
All right then, Harry. I'll make a deal with you. Get rid of them gnomes in my pumpkin patch, and I'll give you some boomslang skin.
Okay, Hagrid, it's a deal.
Let's see if you can get these blasted gnomes out of my pumpkin patch. Do well enough, and I'll give you some boomslang skin. To fling the gnomes, press the square button, which will help you build up speed. The faster you press, the more speed you gain. When you reach the fence, press the triangle button when you're ready to chuck the little pest out of my pumpkin patch. Try and throw the gnomes as far as you can, Harry. You'll get points for distance and extra points for every target you hit. Brilliant throw, Harry. Well done. You got yourself a new high score. Well done, Harry. Here, have some boomslang skin. You've earned it. What's in Thanks for saving me pumpkins, Harry. I hope you find a good use for that boomslang skin. Bearded stoats, look at the time. You better run off to the Quidditch pitch. Your first match against Slytherin's about to start.
There you are. Come on, you'll be late for Quidditch. Did you manage to get the fluxweed and knotgrass? I got some flaxweed, but it wasn't easy. Come on, we better get to the Quidditch pitch before it's too late. And as we join this important Quidditch game, Slytherin are leading 60 points to nothing on the fastest racing broom's goal combined.
It's down to you, Harry. Catching the snitch is the only...
I can't shake this bludger. What's going on?
All right there, Scarhead.
Someone's tampered with this... bludger.
There's the golden snitch. Malfoy's on it, and there they go after the snitch. It's heading for the stands. Amazing! I've lost sight of them. Potter! Fantastic! Gryffindor win the match! Look out, Harry! Ah!
Harry's arm was hanging at a very strange angle, but in his good hand he held the snitch.
Aha, we've won!
Lockhart told Harry to lie back as he tried to mend his arm with a charm. A strange and unpleasant sensation started at his shoulder and spread all the way down to his fingertips. His arm didn't hurt anymore, nor did it feel remotely like an arm.
Ah, yes. Well, that can sometimes happen. So, Harry, just toddle up to the hospital wing. Madame Pomfrey will be able to, tidy you up a bit.
The next moment, Dumbledore and McGonagall were backing into the room, carrying what looked like a statue. Together, they heaved it onto a bed.
It means that the Chamber of Secrets is indeed open again.
Hermione whispered to Harry that it was about time he collected together the ingredients for the polyjuice potion.
As soon as your arm is better, I think you should go to Diagon Alley.
It was half-term by the time Harry's arm was better, and following Hermione's advice, he caught the train to London. Harry met Hagrid in Diagon Alley.
Go and get your supplies, Harry. I'm going to the pub to meet some old friends. I'll meet you back here in a while.
Harry, I found the perfect place to make the polyjuice potion. Moaning Myrtle's bathroom in the upper castle. Come as...
Nice earmuffs, Potter. Did your mum make them for you? Oh, I am sorry. I forgot.
Malfoy, you're almost as funny as Filch. Now get out of my way.
All right, Four Eyes. Oh, by the way, I've left a nice prize for you in this shop. Enjoy.
Please help me. Somebody's released a gang of pixies in my shop and they're wrecking the place. I'll give you anything you need if you can stop them before they destroy my shop. you so much. How can I repay you?
Have you got any leeches?
There you are. And thanks again for your help.
Ooh, what a lovely young man you are!
Welcome to the magical menagerie.
It doesn't look very Christmassy in here, does it?
Is this better? How can I help you?
Can I have some lace-wing flies, please?
I do indeed have some lace-wing flies in stock, but they're hiding in one of these boxes. If you can catch 5 for me, I'll let you keep them. You need to collect all the flies within the time. Well done. You've collected all...
If you've got all your stuff, we'd best be getting back to Hogwarts.
Well done getting all the ingredients I asked for.
Did you manage to get any powdered horn of bicorn?
Yes, but I had to sneak into Snape's office last night to get it.
She wouldn't get me creeping about in Snape's office, especially at night. Here's the flaxweed and knotgrass. And here are the boomslang skin, lace wings and leeches. How long until the polyjuice potion's ready?
I'm afraid we still need some extra ingredients. Something from Crab and Goyle. I've already managed to get some hair from Millicent.
I hope you're not saying that you're going to turn us into Crab, Goyle and Millicent Bulstrode.
Well, Crab and Goyle in particular are the only people Malfoy trusts. He'll tell them anything. You do...
Of course we do. I just hope that the Polyjuice potion will wear off. That's all.
Of course it will. Ron, I think you should try and steal some hair from Crab and Goyle after lunch. They like to have a nap after feeding their faces.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Come on, Ron. Let's leave Hermione to prepare the potion.
This potion is going to be very difficult to get right.
This is a girl's bathroom. My life was nothing but misery at this.
This potion is going to be very difficult to get right.
Hogwarts is like a maze. I suggest you follow the carpet if you want to get back to the common. I suppose I'd best get some hair from Crab and Goyle. Good luck. I'll meet you by the common room later. Adalbert waffling. Harry, Crab, Goyle and Malfoy are in the Great Hall. They've enrolled in the dueling club. I wonder who'll be teaching it. Let's hope it's not Lockhart. I've had enough of him for one.
Harry, have you heard? Malfoy's in the Great Hall.
Yeah, and no one's beaten him yet.
Why don't you go in and duel with him?
Go on, Harry. I'm sure you can beat him.
If it isn't the great Harry Potter.
Go on, Harry. You can do it.
Better watch out for the candles, Potter. They've got special jinxes in them.
Get ready. Duel. Come on, Harry. Remember what I taught you. And the round goes to Harry Potter. Get ready. Duel. Come on, Harry. Come on, Harry! That's a bit hard!
Expelliarmus!
If you think that makes you the winner, you've got another thing coming. Try this, Potter! Serpent Sortia!
Oh, oh, whoa!
Hissing furiously, the snake slithered towards Justin Finch-Fletchley. "Leave him alone," Harry shouted. At least, that was what he thought he'd shouted. When he looked up at Justin, he was met with an angry look.
What do you think you're playing at?
The snake was lying slumped on the floor, docile as a thick black garden hose. So why was Justin, and everybody else for that matter, regarding him with a look of horror?
You're a parcel mouth, Harry. Why don't you tell us?
Harry didn't know what a parcel mouth was, so Ron told him.
You can talk to snakes, Harry.
Hermione informed Harry that being able to talk to snakes was what Salazar Slytherin was to sniff for, and how Salazar School was now famous for, that he, the whole school, was going to think that Slytherin, Harry Potter, responds the heir of Slytherin. Dumbledore wasn't in his office when Harry got there. It was a very interesting room, however, and nearby Harry spotted the sorting hat. As he approached it, the hat spoke to him.
You've been wondering whether I put you in the right house, but I stand by what I said before. You would have done well in Slytherin.
Harry's heart plummeted. He told the hat he thought it was wrong, and then a strange gagging noise behind him made him wheel around. Harry yelled in shock as the bird burst into flames, only to emerge from the fire more beautiful than it was before. Then the office door opened, and Dumbledore came in.
Fawkes the Phoenix is really very handsome, isn't he, Harry?
Harry nodded, still shocked by the sight of the bird bursting into flames. Dumbledore explained how phoenixes were fascinating creatures.
They can carry immensely heavy loads, and they make highly faithful pets.
Dumbledore went on to say that he didn't believe Harry was the attacker plaguing Hogwarts, and he asked if Harry had anything that he wanted to tell him. Harry thought of the disembodied voice he'd heard, and his growing dread that he was connected to Salazar Slytherin, but in the end, he didn't want to say anything about them.
Now that everyone knows you're a parcel mouth, they've convinced you're the heir of Slytherin. You don't think it's me, do you?
Of course not.
There's no way you're the heir, Harry. Thanks.
We need to finish the Polyjuice potion and prove that Malfoy's the heir of Slytherin. That way we can clear your name. Ron, did you manage to get some hair from Crabbe and Goyle?
Yes, I did. But I'm telling you, it wasn't easy.
Okay, I'm sure I've done everything right. Once we've drunk the potion, there won't be much time before we turn back.
Now what?
We each have some of the potion, add the hairs, and then drink it.
I'm still not sure about this. Ready?
Ready?
As I'll ever be.
1, 2, 3.
Are you two all right? Yeah, unbelievable. Hermione, are you okay?
Fine, I'm fine. Go on without me.
Well, if you're sure. Hermione said that we may have some difficulty moving because Crabbe and Goyle are bigger than us. Okay. I won't try jumping across any gaps. We'd better get going before the effects of the Polyjuice potion run out. We need to find out where the Slytherin common room is. I hope we can find someone to follow. There's a Slytherin now. Quick! Follow him and don't lose sight of him!
There you are! Have you two been pigging out in the Great Hall all this time?
How did you know?
People seem to think that Saint Potter, the Mudblood's friend, is the heir of Slytherin. I wish I knew who it really is. I could help them.
You must have some idea who's behind it all.
You know I haven't, Goyle. How many times do I have to tell you? But I know one thing. Last time the Chamber of Secrets was opened, a Mudblood died. So I bet it's only a matter of time before one of them is killed this time. I hope it's Granger.
This is a girl's bathroom. No boys allowed in here.
She's gone mental! Jinx the flying objects before they hit you!
This is a girl's bathroom.
show's gone mental! Jinx the flying objects before they hit you!
It's you playing a trick on me. Almost as funny as throwing a book at me. Let's all throw books at Myrtle because she can't feel it. What a lovely game, I don't think. Here, why don't you have it?
I'm glad we changed back. I didn't like being Crab one bit. I wonder where Hermione went. I hope nothing went wrong with her potion.
Harry, I'm very displeased that you missed my new defense against the dark arts class. To be a successful wizard, you have to study with the best. Come along to my office for a private lesson. Professor Gilderoy Lockhart.
Looks like you're still Lockhart's #1 student. Remember that Lockhart's office is in the lower castle. I thought it was bad enough with everyone thinking I was the heir of Slytherin. I'm going to see if I can find Hermione. I wonder what went wrong.
Everyone's saying that Potter's the heir of Slytherin.
Potter's a Parselmouth. Everyone knows that. Professor Lockhart's just left. Said he was going to his...
Guess what, Harry? Hermione's in the hospital wing. The polyjuice potion turned her into a cat. Seems like the hair from Millicent wasn't from her at all. I hope Madame Pomfrey doesn't ask too many questions.
Ah, Harry, you finally made it. Terrible news about young Mr. Creevy being petrified, not to mention poor Mrs. Norris. No need to worry, though, as your defense against the dark arts teacher, I'll save the day. Watch my expensive wand as it moves and press the symbols it points to. Do this 3 times, and you will learn Verdimillious Duo. Are you ready? Very stylish! Just like me.
Dear, dear.
Oh, no! That's the easy one. Ready now? Very stylish! Just like me. Splendid! Very stylish! Just like me. One more to go. Get ready. Very stylish! Just like me. Splendid! Perfection! You've earned a passable grade. Well done. If you come back later, you can try for a better grade and earn a special prize. Time to put the spell you've learned to practical use. Now, Harry, hold down the X button to cast a fully charged Verdimillious Duo spell. Once cast, the spell will show you objects hidden by dark magic. Use what you find to leave the room.
Verdimillious!
Excellent, Harry! Now, run along tomorrow.
The race for the House Cup continues. Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff. Slytherin. Gryffindor. Gryffindor are in the lead on house points. The race for the House Cup is heating up.
Happy Valentine's Day, Harry! How many cards have you received? So far, I've only received 46. But the day is still young. I've arranged a little surprise for you and the rest of the students at Hogwarts. My friendly card-carrying cupids!
Oh, you, Harry Potter, stay there. I've got a musical message to deliver to you.
Valentine's cards. Ugh! Keep away from me!
Harry flicked through the blank pages of the diary. Then he pulled out a bottle of scarlet ink, dipped his quill into it, and dropped a blot onto the first page. Excited, Harry loaded up his quill and wrote, "My name is Harry Potter." Then at last, something happened. Oozing back out of the page came words Harry had never written. Harry nearly upset his ink bottle, and then more words appeared on the page.
I know all about the Chamber of Secrets. 50 years ago, the chamber was opened and a girl was killed. I caught the person who opened the chamber all those years ago.
Harry paused for a second and then wrote 2 letters. OK. The pages of the diary began to blow as though caught in a high wind, and then the diary seemed to open up, and Harry was pitched headfirst into the opening. Harry saw that he was standing in a corridor in Hogwarts dungeons. Peering through a crack made by an open door was a boy of about 16. Harry knew at once that this was Tom Riddle, the owner of the diary. Then Harry heard someone speaking in a low whisper.
Come on, gotta get you out of here. Come on now, in the box.
The voice definitely belonged to Hagrid, who, Harry now saw, was crouching down in front of a large box. Riddle suddenly stepped out from the doorway.
Evening, Rubeus. It's all over. I'm going to have to turn you in. The least Hogwarts can do is make sure the thing that killed that girl is slaughtered.
The young Hagrid rose up to his full height and roared at the top of his voice.
It wasn't him! He wouldn't! He never!
And then, from out of the box came something that made Harry let out a long, piercing scream unheard by anyone. A vast, low-slung, hairy body and a tangle of black legs, a gleam of many eyes and a pair of razor-sharp pincers. The thing scuttled away, tearing up the corridor and out of sight.
No!
The scene whirled, the darkness became complete, and Harry landed with a crash. Later, Harry met up with Ron and Hermione.
What's up?
Harry could barely get the words out of his mouth.
It was Hagrid, Ron! Hagrid opened the Chamber of Secrets 50 years ago!
Riddle might have got the wrong person. Maybe it was some other monster that was attacking people.
Hagrid would never have meant to kill anybody. We've always known that Hagrid was expelled. The attacks must have stopped after he was kicked out.
I'm going to the library to see if I can find information on Tom Riddle. And while I'm there, why don't both of you go and see Hagrid and ask him what happened?
We'd better be careful, Ron. We're not meant to be out in the grounds after dark. Let's split up to avoid getting caught. At least you can use your invisibility cloak to avoid being seen. Remember that you need to collect these to power up your cloak. They only last a short amount of time, so make sure you're out of sight when they run out. You can unlock the doors by using these pressure pads. You just need to charm a nearby object onto them. Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! Nice one, Harry. I'll meet you at Hagrid's. Good luck. Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa!
Who's there?
Wingardium Leviosa! Even you aren't important enough to be outside after dark. See anyone, Mr. Filch?
No.
I know you're there.
Wingardium Leviosa!
No students are allowed in the grounds after dark. Dear...
This pressure pad has a different image on it, and there are no objects to charm.
Dear, dear Mr. Potter.
Who's there? You made it then, Harry. Shh! Someone's talking to Hagrid.
Yet again, Cornelius, I tell you that taking Hagrid away will not help in the slightest.
That must be Cornelius Fudge. He's the Minister of Magic. My dad's boss. Quiet, Ron.
Look at it from my point of view, Albus. I'm under a lot of pressure. Got to be seen to be doing something. If it turns out it wasn't Hagrid, he'll be back and no more said.
So, where am I going?
You'll only be going for a short stretch, Hagrid. It's not a punishment, more a precaution. If someone else is caught, you'll be let out with a full apology.
Not Azkaban.
Come along now, Hagrid.
If anyone wanted to find out some stuff, all they'd have to do would be to follow the spiders. That'd lead 'em right. That's all I'm saying.
Ron, look at all the spiders. I'm going to follow them. All right, be careful, Harry. I'll go and tell Hermione what we've heard. Hagrid said to follow the spiders. Point, look upon the waterfall, and you shall see the light. Hagrid said to follow the spiders. Albus Dumbledore.
Who is it?
I'm a friend of Hagrid's.
Huh?
Hagrid's in trouble. That's why I came.
In trouble? But why has he sent you?
They've taken him to Azkaban. They think he set a monster on students.
I come from a distant land. A traveler gave me to Hagrid when I was an egg. He cared for me, kept me in a cupboard, and fed me. When I was blamed for the death of the girl, Hagrid protected me. Now, I live in the forest.
So do you know what did kill her?
The thing that lives in the castle is an ancient creature we spiders fear above all others. We don't speak its name.
Okay, I'll just go then.
Go? I think not. Who is it?
I'm a friend of Hagrid's.
Huh?
Hagrid's in trouble. That's why I came.
In trouble? But why has he sent you?
They've taken him to Azkaban. They think he set a monster on students.
I come from a distant land. A traveler gave me to Hagrid when I was an egg. He cared for me, kept me in a cupboard, and fed me. When I was blamed for the death of the girl, Hagrid protected me. Now, I live in the forest.
So do you know what did kill her?
The thing that lives in the castle is an ancient creature we spiders fear above all others. We don't speak its name.
Okay.
Go. I think not. Who is it?
I'm a friend of Hagrid's.
Huh?
Hagrid's in trouble. That's why I came.
In trouble? But
They've taken him to
I come from a distant land. When I was blamed for the death of the girl,
So do you...
the thing...
Okay.
Go! Who is it?
I'm a friend of Hagrid's.
Huh?
Hagrid's in trouble. That's why I came.
In trouble? But why has he sent you?
They've taken him to Azkaban. They think he set a monster on Stu. So...
The thing...
Okay.
Go!
The car screeched to a halt, and Harry dived inside.
Hurry up, Ron!
The door slammed shut, and Ron didn't need to touch the accelerator because the car was already speeding away. They sped out of the hollow, branches whipping the windows as the car wound its way cleverly through the widest gaps, following a path it obviously knew. After 10 noisy, rocky minutes, the trees thinned and the car stopped so suddenly they were nearly thrown through the windscreen. They had reached the edge of the forest. Harry and Ron arrived safely back in the Gryffindor common room.
What was the point of going in there? What have we found out? I'd like to know. That Hagrid never opened the Chamber of Secrets. He was innocent.
Harry, Ron, I'm sorry, but this will be a bit of a shock. There has been another attack.
Oh no. Who?
I am very sorry, but your friend Miss Granger was found petrified near the library. I have asked all students to remain in their house common rooms. I also have some rather bad news for you in particular, Mr. Weasley. I'm sorry to tell you that your sister, Ginny, has gone missing. The suspicion is that she has been taken into the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh no! What are we going to do? Aragog mentioned that the last time the Chamber of Secrets was opened, a girl was found dead in the bathroom. What if she never left that bathroom? What if she's still there? Moaning Myrtle! Go to the girl's bathroom, Ron, and find Moaning Myrtle. I'm going to find Lockhart. Lockhart? Why? He's the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, and whatever's attacking people is definitely involved in the dark arts. Okay, I'll meet you in the girls' bathroom. Ginny will be all right, won't she, Harry? Don't worry, Ron. We'll rescue her. And then I'll close the chamber. Montague Knightley. Albus Dumbledore, Headmaster of Hogwarts.